Hello, hello, loves. We're going to get into a collective reading for this 1010 portal that we're in. It doesn't have to be 1010 when you see this message. If the caption resonates with you, then you're in the right place, okay? So we're going to get into a full reading, which is a Lenormand that we have here, which is a sentence left to right. Then we'll layer tarot on top of that. We'll wipe the board clean, and then we'll use this cloth you see here to do the oracle messages, okay? Make sure you also check the playlist in this group. Every zodiac sign has a playlist here. Okay, so I just split the deck a couple of times here. This was on the bottom, the clovers, okay? This is really quick moving energy that's like opportune moment. Opportune moment for a wish fulfillment, and it could have to do with love here. Okay, so we're going to pull these cards and keep them close by because I do feel like they are going to be relevant to us today. All right, don't forget to like the video on your way in or stay a while first to make sure you enjoy the message, but please do click some buttons for me. You guys know how it helps. Okay, so we've got our sights set here. This is like the North Star. This is where all of the compass points to, okay? This is like the center of the universe. This is like um, trusting the call, okay? So could be feeling very called to something. Yep, and there's some things that need to get moved out of the way. I'm seeing spirit just kind of pluck things up and move them, okay? So this could be a really good time for release work. Yeah, in order to build some sort of a bridge here on where it is that you're going. Okay, so the center here is the bridge. So if you have been wondering and asking Spirit, what is my next step? Where am I going next? What is the next thing for me to do? This is what this reading is going to be about for you, okay? We have the Sun card, ultimate happiness, and also bringing illumination, right? Being able to see things clearly and loyalty. Okay, something to do with loyalty to the cause, staying committed to the task at hand, something along those lines, okay? So let's go into the tarot and see what Spirit has to say about this. I still don't know what it is we're talking about. We have seen love here. I'm also getting with this star here that this could be some sort of a big mission here, but I'm definitely hearing commitment to the cause. Okay, so Spirit, what have we got? The Sun card again. Yeah, you're really focused right now on what makes you happy, what happiness truly means for you, and you're setting your sights based upon that, okay? Yeah, setting your sights and moving forward. Knight of Wands, this is a fast-moving, very passionate, very, um, I was going to say impulsive, but I'm getting more spontaneous, right? Which is the exact same energy as those clovers. It's a quick, like, opportune moment, okay? Wow, King of Pentacles in the center here. I do feel like this is you. You're standing your ground in some way here when it comes to this bridge. It's like failure is not an option, okay? I'm also seeing this circle around his head here, and it's got this same sort of vibe to it, right? Star in the middle, and the circle goes around. So there could be something about like really centering yourself. And what I mean by that is putting your happiness, your goals, your mission into the center of your focus. So some of you could have lost focus here recently. Something about being sort of led off the path here. Yeah, Hierophant under the sun. So it's like coming back to centering yourself and your spiritual understanding. Okay, this is someone who understands. The Hierophant is like this priest, okay? And this is someone that people go to for counsel and for higher understanding. Okay, and with that sun card, I was talking about illumination, clarity, seeing things from like this bird's eye view, okay? And when it comes to loyalty, Page of Pentacles. So the pentacles are about the things that you can touch, taste, feel, smell. Um, I probably left a scent out, but a sense, but that's okay. So, yes, this is about things that are tangible in the world. So, again, it's like setting your sights on things that are going to lead you to something very tangible here. We've got the Magician and the Seven of Wands. So, I'm getting here that whatever it is you're manifesting, it's important to sort of keep things to yourself here. We see this person is sort of speaking out to the masses, but the Seven of Wands is about being on guard. So I think that's something that a lot of us will do is if we are feeling like we're backed into a corner or we're feeling as though we're having to be on the defense, we end up sort of talking about it, right? Like trying to prove our point, trying to solidify and validate. And what I'm getting here is it's almost time to stay a little bit more quiet here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So yeah, it's like hang on to things in your own way because there is some confusion here on what to do next. You could have a lot of burning questions for the divine in the case of like what to do next and where to go and what, yeah, it's like someone is asking, what do I do? What do I do? You know, you could be in some sort of a financial bind. You could be confused in love or romance, right? And it's like, what do I do? What do I do? And the answer here is to center yourself and to find glimmers of happiness so that you can be of clear mind. Okay, there's something about being very clear-minded here. Page of Wands, another really good action card, actually. So the pages get a bad rap in tarot, but you know, I really like the pages because it's like you get the ace, and the ace is the idea or the opportunity, right? And then the pages are the ones who take action first. They are the ones to be the messengers. They are the ones to get the ideas out. They are the ones to, they're the first, right? So some of you could be blazing some sort of trail here, is what I'm getting. It's like you're the first to do it, or nobody needs to know what it is you're working on. The importance here is you're like these sunflowers, okay, in the back of this card. And you see the press on type movement here that's going on with this person. They're like, I'm going to go ahead and press on. This is like some sort of protective energy. I feel like the divine is very protective of you. And when we see the magician, you know, the magician is about having all of the tools at your disposal. So, yeah, there's with the death card, we have the Four of Cups. So it's like not giving up too soon is sort of what I'm getting with this, where it's like, um, something here about not seeing the full opportunity. We've got this sort of ghost horse in the back here. There's something about there being an unseen path or some sort of unseen avenue. Give me just a moment. I'm going to check on audios and stuff. Okay, it was saying to turn up my volume, so hopefully we can hear me. But yes, Spirit is saying don't give up too soon. It's like there's some hidden avenue here that you have yet to see. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So we see this again here, and this is about having many options, right? And then there's King of Pentacles. So we could be talking about money here, or you could resonate with connecting to a King of Pentacles. And there's the Ace. Yeah. So we are solidifying something here in the 3D. It's like we're taking this spiritual notion, we're taking this idea, and we're going through all of the motions of how to make this a reality, right? Interesting that we see the King of Pentacles, which is exactly mirrored to this King of Pentacles. So it's like there are many options for you to grow here. And I've just seen the Chariot. Okay, yeah. So it seems that we could have some past stuff here. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, again, bringing things into reality, things you can touch, taste, feel. But we have really powerful cards here. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, okay, so you've been through a lot of pain here. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm getting. It's like in the past, you've sort of built something either in business or with a person with the Three of Pentacles, starting from the ground up, really putting in the initial effort. And then something happened here that required justice. Okay, it's like Spirit stepped in because something here happened, right? Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. We this is giving like rock bottom energy here that really like broke your heart and made you come up with some sort of like belief system, okay? But I feel that you're on the other end of that because we've got this Nine of Pentacles after all of these things, this rock bottom energy. It's like you hit rock bottom and then you were like, you know what? Just because that happened after I put effort in the first time, that doesn't mean that this is all for naught, okay? So yeah, you might see some obstacles, but you're going to blaze through that like with fire. Okay, there's the Magician and the Sun, High Priestess, the Fool, then the Empress, the Moon. All good cards come after this, okay? So you could have again, it's like you put the effort in, you hit rock bottom, and now you're like, I'm still going to press on, I'm still going to blaze this trail, and all good things happen out of facing this adversity here. It's like we're blazing through the trail and we're manifesting through, happy thoughts anyways, even though, you know, statistically this shouldn't work. Okay, so I'm going to keep this little story here because this is really beautiful. You're trusting your intuition, and through all of this, you're going to be victorious, okay? So, yeah, Spirit is saying do not give up hope too quick. I'm going to fill these last two spots, but I want to keep that story sort of separate here. So let's see. Wow, the Death card came out again. Interesting. So, yeah, I feel that we're giving up belief systems here. And there's the Five of Cups. Yeah. The belief that these things cannot happen. All right. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. It's like just because this happened in the past does not mean that at the end this is not possible. Wow. Wow. Okay. This deck is telling a lot of stories today. Okay, so we've got Queen of Swords, King of Cups. So this is for you romance people out there. The King of Cups has the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, then the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So, okay, if this is some sort of a connection here, you could be at a distance because I get obviously these are not of the same suit, so they are separate, right? So you could have put your walls up a little bit with some sort of love connection, okay? But the feelings have not gone away here. Okay. We have a lot of deep feelings, um, a lot of stability as well, but I think that there's a hesitancy with the Two of Pentacles, hesitancy to put work in and come forward. So it's almost like waiting for an opportune moment here. Okay. And that's how we began the reading, with an opportune moment. Okay, so somebody could have been waiting for this time right now. Okay. And yeah, there's a lot. Okay, so I feel like we're unpacking multiple things here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to actually lay on the table because we just had two separate storylines. Okay, so I'm gonna take, I usually pause it for these things, but I'm gonna take that storyline. Okay, I'm going to take this storyline, which was a long one. Okay, and we're gonna just cut the deck and find a card to put there. We'll go with Wheel of Fortune to sum all that up. Okay. Don't come for me. I do what I want in my readings. Okay, so now we've got two different storylines. We'll come back to this. Wow. Okay. We're going to get another deck and see what else is going on with this opportune moment. And look at that, Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune definitely wanted to be here. Let's see. Wow. And the Empress. Yeah, you are centering yourself at this time, okay? There's no question, there's no doubt that you are worthy. Right as I said that, the sun just flopped right onto the King of Pentacles. Okay, there's no doubt that you are worthy. There's no doubt that you are blazing this trail here. And we see the King of Wands again for blaze the trail. Okay. All right, Spirit. What else do we have for the collective here for this 1010 portal? What do we do with this opportune moment? What is this opportune moment wanting us to do here? The World. Okay, go big or go home. We've also seen the Death card twice here. It's like it's clean house time, okay? It's like we're cleaning up some of the old baggage. We are not going to give hope and faith into things that we think we need. All right. There's something here about giving it to fate. There's something here about, releasing the need to control here with the Wheel of Fortune and the World. And there's that King of Cups. Okay. That whole King of Cups story coming right back around. All right. This is emotional fulfillment here. We've seen all the signs, which is great, but wow, Queen of Cups. There it is. It really is almost like there's this opportune moment for the King and Queen of Cups to finally kind of like come together here. If that's a story that you would like. Yeah. Chariot. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's an opportune moment to see something grow here. Even though at the bottom we had the Ten of Wands and now we've got the Two of Pentacles. Again, it's like the past has been very painful, okay? There's something about the past, either with this person or with this mission, that has brought a lot of discomfort. Okay, but here's the Ace of Pentacles. It's like if we're connecting to a person, this person really wants to come in, seeing as how the Chariot won't get off the bottom of the deck here. It's like somebody wants to come in and offer something solid. Okay, so if they haven't messaged you for a long time, it's like they want you to have a message that you can refer back to, that you can come back to and say, okay, they did say this. Okay, they did feel this, right? And I feel like you and this person are burdened by this because, yeah, let's see. I don't always just let the deck tell me things like this, but I'm feeling it. So we've got 10-10 here, 10-10 portal, but 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, which is interesting. Queen of Wands, Devil. And I mentioned this in one of the zodiac readings recently. I don't remember whose it was. Could be Scorpio's reading. Mm, or Aries or Pisces. I don't know. But anyways, we got this combo there too. This is about like being so sought after and centered. You know, if you frequent a certain place, like this is about you being an absolute femme fatale. Okay, this is like the men just fall to their knees. Okay, so yeah, there's something here about being just like so obsessively beautiful, you know, but we've got the Four of Wands here, Magician's Son. Okay, so I'm hearing it's like nobody else can do it for me. Okay, it's like, again, you could be this person who has this energy here, or you could be trying to connect with someone who has this energy. Honestly, it's like the love of your life is going to look at you like, oh, no one will ever be good enough. You know, that is the way you want your true love to look at you. Like, you are the best of the best. And, you know, there's only one person here. You see, there's only one that will do. So it's like if you are this person in this energy, there's still just that one. There's still that one that you want to hear from. So you could hear from multiple people, but it's not him, right? Flip the roles if you are masculine, right? So it's like if I'm going to settle down, if I'm going to reveal my heart space, if I'm going to, you know, tell them the deepest parts of me here, right? As I say that, here's our combination. Tell them the deepest parts of me here. That's reserved. Okay, there's something here. Yeah, that is reserved. Hanged man. Okay. That type of reciprocity is reserved for one. Okay, so love connection sneaking in here. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there's a need for, wow, some sort of communication. And we have two aces. We've already seen the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me that you are very much focused on your goals and aspirations and your dreams. And there's another energy here, which began with this King and Queen of Cups coming out together. Of course, we're going to dive in, okay? So there's something about like, can we start over? Can this become brand new? Okay, and wow, the star. Because they see you as their North Star here. And that's been difficult for you because it's like, if you value me in the way that you say, then I should have something solid to hold on to. Okay. That sounds like a song lyric, like something to hold on to. Okay. So that's that little storyline. Okay. And now we're going to get into, wow, my left ear just started ringing really bad, which means they could not be done. I tried to be like, that's that storyline. Let's move on. And my ear started ringing. So whatever happens, happens here. Ace of Swords wanted to come out. It did come out in reverse with this King of Wands. Every once in a while, specifically from this King of Wands, I get a sort of negative energy that's more control and ego, right? And with this in the reverse, then we see the Six of Cups. This could be a past person that you were connected to, Queen of Wands. Okay, so, you know, there could be definitely a past situation here. And again, with the victory card, when I get this King of Wands with any kind of a reversal card, this gives me like somebody was trying to win over you, somebody was trying to um, make you feel somewhat less than, or always be bringing up stuff to make you think about how you were wrong. Something like that here, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So, yeah. So, okay, there is a bit of a past vibe here. So we have like the one you want, and either the one you have, or the one that is continuously attempting to make you feel some type of way. Okay, so multiple storylines here. I do feel like that King of Wands energy is one to let go of. These feel like other people that are aside from you. These feel like you being that King of Pentacles. Okay, so what else do we have here, Spirit? We're getting deep into the connections with other people. What do we want to focus on? Okay, well, I hate it when I have to take these cards, but here we are with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with the Death, the Sun, and the Hierophant. So what's interesting is I was talking about how people come to you for advice with that Hierophant, and then we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I feel that this past scenario, whether this is a parental figure, an old boss, what have you, okay, had to sneeze. Whoever this past person is here that sort of got into your belief systems in some way, right? Made you feel less than, or made you feel like you could not amount to much, something to that regard. Could definitely be a past relationship here. Three of Swords and the Lovers. Um, yeah, there's something here about that getting into your belief system, right? And I think that's why Spirit's like, you need to let this situation go, right? With this bridge here, it's like there was always one foot on land, one foot on water when it came to what you felt you were capable of. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. You questioned your worth, you questioned your magnitude, okay, because potentially this past relationship here has taught you something about yourself here. Yeah, they could have been very adamant about you slowing down. Here's the Fool and then the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you were like, oh, I've got this great idea. I have this wonderful mission. And somebody that you were close to was like, slow your horses, getting too big for your britches sort of energy here. And Spirit is very upset about that. Okay. Yeah, because Seven of Cups, like, how dare anybody tell my divine collective that they are not worth this celebratory energy. Yeah. Seven of Cups, like we will give you every single option that you need. Again, this whole idea here of you don't even realize how many avenues are here for you. We are going to pave this path for you. You just set the intention. Okay, Spirit wants you to not stop manifesting from this state of a very happy, giving, very open life. Okay, the Fool again here. And with the Three of Cups, which I'm getting is like celebration, being celebrated by friends, having the group chat, right? Okay, so this is like group chat energy. And this is the Fool, where it's like I should be able to get excited and not feel as though I should dumb myself down for the people who are around me. I should be able to speak my truth to the people who love and support me. And if they do not, then I'm going to just go ahead and walk away with that patience energy that I have. So, okay, lots and lots of storylines going on here, which I do find a lot when I do collective readings instead of sign by sign. Okay, that was interesting. Right before I shuffled, we had the Empress on the top, or Empress on the bottom, Emperor on the top, with the Six of Pentacles right under that. So this this love connection here, there's just something about it, okay? I even said the one, okay? It's like this is that one, the one. Okay, twin flame energy, because we did see the Four of Wands. Okay, so let's just get a new deck, new energy. What is it that Spirit wants us to know? The Empress. Of course. Of course. You are centering yourself, okay? You do not need other people's approval at this time. Okay, I'm putting that right next to the Magician. We've seen this Seven of Cups like 5 times. Okay, and we've also seen the Ten of Wands a lot as well. Spirit's very upset by the fact that there's something wrong. There's something wrong here. No, there's something about the way that you see, specifically about the way you see yourself, okay? Because people could have put you in positions of not being in power, okay? Two of Pentacles is not a powerless position, but it's not the highest power position to be in, okay? This is, again, second guessing yourself. This is about saying, okay, well, I have too much to juggle to get to that right now. I have too many burdens on me. This will not happen for me, etc. So Spirit wants you to change your thoughts here and be thinking positively, of course, about what is coming for you, which could be a message from a person you've been waiting for. Again, I do feel as though this sort of King of Wands energy got into your mind here, and it's important for you to power over that. Um, Ace of Swords, King of Wands twice is kind of crazy. Wheel of Fortune came out again. That's 3 times. And so now, yeah, once you strengthen yourself, wow, 2 cards down is another Queen of Wands, which is exactly what we saw here. We saw the Six of Cups here, but in between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands was Ten of Cups and Strength. So I feel like there was something here where there was investments made, there was some sort of solidity between you and somebody, this King of Wands, and you had to break free from that with a show of great strength here. Okay, and something that I really like about this King of Wands is that he's almost in the same position with the Lion. Okay, and look at this difference here. He's like got a weapon and he's all ripped and he's got chains. She doesn't need chains to control this lion. She has the infinity symbol over her head and she's dressed in white. This is a different kind of power here. Okay. So whoever this is that got in your head and tried to make you believe certain things, like you're just kind of laughing at them at this point. It's like, why would you even try that with me? And that could definitely be spirit as well, being like, how dare you try that? Okay. Like, I feel like spirit is laughing with them. Okay. Laughing at them with you. Okay. Because you're going to get this Ten of Cups either way here. Wow, and there's the Lovers, Two of Swords. You could be very torn between two here, and I do hope that these stories and the mirror here of the stories is helping you to decipher. I'm telling you, wow, Queen of Pentacles, and then Queen of Swords, Temperance again. Okay, so you're going to have to be of clear mind to make this sort of decision. The Cancer readings could definitely help you all. We've been seeing that a lot of like slow down to make a choice here if that is you. We've got a choice here based upon some sort of stability. We've got the Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's someone here who's trying to make a decision here on what's going to be my happily ever after and what's just going to break my heart again. Who is worthy of me giving my heart to? Okay, with the Ace of Cups as well. Queen of Swords, Temperance, the Fool. Yeah, I mean, it just be of cl clear mind, okay? Wow, Seven of Swords. Yeah, because there's something amidst. Wow. And as soon as I did that, it was the King of Cups. So you could have your eyebrows raised to the King of Cups as well here. Interesting storyline. You could have a choice between many, okay? Like kind of a lot, right? And of course, this could be in business as well, So basically, the message is be of clear mind. All right, let's see here. What else have we got? We got the Seven of Cups so many times. The Sun. Okay. I'm like, okay, Spirit. Okay. And there's the Emperor. Wow. Okay, so I do feel that this Emperor is going to reveal themselves to you, okay? As they say, if he makes you bust out your tarot cards, he's probably not the one, right? But, you could just be that bad little baddie over here and just have a choice between many, okay? So we have the Empress on this side, and then we have the Sun and the Emperor on that side. There is a little bit of a nod here of like, you will know, okay? Someone is going to make you feel well rested and comfortable, okay? I also heard this the other day where it's like if you're laying in bed with somebody and your stomach is growling incessantly and your throat is going crazy and you just feel sort of tense, like you can't relax and you can't sleep, that probably is not your person because when you're with your person, even if it's new, the rest factor and the letting down the guard factor and falling asleep faster, that's an indication that you're very comfortable with that person. Okay. And of course, petty arguments, and if, people are like picking a fight with you all the time, that's a good indicator as well that they are not the one. Okay. So we've got the World, the Four of Wands, Six of Swords, Two of Cups. So it does feel like you're at a distance from the true person that you're meant to be with. Okay. You could have just not heard from this person in a long time with the Hermit card as well. But again, it's like that's the one person that you do want to share, your true heart with, and your true authentic self is the one who put the work into me, is the one who gets to see, the deeper parts of me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slide all of these off of the table. And we'll get to the oracle message to see what your spirit team has to say about all of this. Because do remember that at the beginning, it was like, don't lose focus and be loyal to the cause, right? And do you see how many avenues we went through with sort of man versus woman when we began with straight and narrow, keep your voice, directed in this direction, which is to do with your mission and the reason why you're here. And we've gone on these avenues here. Okay, and that's usually how it goes with tarot. Tarot will guide us in different directions because there's different characters and those characters have partners. Okay, so when we see a lot of these different potential partnerships, it's more difficult to bring us back to center, which is why we will reconvene with Oracle. Okay. Okay, so we've cleared the table. We're going to go ahead and get into your oracle where we will use this spread. We're going to draw a compass here, a big circle, and I'll let you know what the positions mean. Typically, I will do these in two separate parts for the channel because some people are more interested in the tarot portion than the oracle, which is very, very specific here. Kind of makes all of that tarot stuff makes sense, okay? Just make sure this is right side up. Okay. Yes, we're right side up. All right. So in the center, of course, is the center, which we have already discussed is you. Okay. So that is your energy right now. And then we've got the past or lessons that we have learned or things we may need to let go of. We've got the mindset, goals, introspection, spirit team messages from the divine and your spirit team. And then we have movement going forward. So I've got two sticking up here. Let's see what we have. Yeah, self-expression. Again, it's like what you need to do is center yourself here in the middle of your universe. And this is a quickening of energy, and this is soul mission. Okay, so realize your worth to move forward quickly to your divine mission. Very, very straightforward. Okay, so right in the center here, yeah, we're being called to this south area, which is about what we're letting go of. Okay, inner child healing, that innocence about you. Again, it's like somebody got in your head here. There was some sort of, I want to say, misfortune that still haunts you to this day. Okay, something about that King of Wands mess. All right, let's see here. Yeah, unlimited vision. You're being called to remember sort of where you came from before this life began, or before you had that icky relationship, or before you had that abusive parent, whatever that is. But this is about the dream time, right? Manifestation through simply being able to see, right? Like that strength card where we saw that the woman holding the lion, she didn't have chains and whips in order to control the lion, okay? The lion being the universe as a whole. You are able to have just that infinity symbol and vibes, okay? So this is that. It's remembering that before all of the junk that this 3D world has thrown at you, you have always been divine. Okay, so in your goals here, yeah, I'm telling you, this is that fertile ground. This is that opportune moment that we began with. Okay, so the opportunity is here. The ground is ready for you to plant the seeds into. Yeah, I just keep hearing opportune moment. This is a really, really good time, perhaps, for you to be doing some meditations on what your next step is, okay? Spirit team says passion and spontaneity. I am actually getting a fiery, obviously it's fire, but like that King and Queen of Wands energy. It's almost like with that past relationship or whatever that was for you. It's like it told you that these type of energies are bad. Okay, it's like if someone is too impulsive, if somebody moves in this way, that is inherently bad, and I should not move like that. Okay, and Spirit is saying there's nothing wrong with a spontaneous, somewhat impulsive energy, but it needs to look like the Fool, right? It's again like that strength card, and the difference between that masculine energy with the chains trying to control and the feminine energy that is running off of vibes. Okay, so they want you in that full energy. They want you to be dedicated to this cause and taking action with this opportune moment, but it should come from a place of this innocent inner child type energy. Okay, moving forward. Wow. Wow. Moving forward, we're going to this area, which is understanding that you are on fertile ground. Your ideas matter, okay? Your overall goals and your mission matters, okay? Do not let go of this divine inspiration that you have been given. And wow, just as I said that, the Field of Plenty, this is one of the most prosperous cards, okay? This is about having more than enough, okay? This idea of the Thanksgiving feast. This is harvest time, okay? And it comes after a time of letting go, death and rebirth, okay? So, yeah, do not give up on this, what it is that you are called to, okay? Because of some other gunk that sort of got in the way, mostly having to do with romantic options. Because until they give you that solid ground, that's what they are. They are an option until they prove otherwise, okay? And that's Spirit saying that. It's like until they prove themselves to you and they prove that they can see not only your worth, but your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, until they come in with that Ace of Pentacles energy, they don't have an option to be centered into your world. Okay, so Spirit is really hitting that home of do not center anybody but yourself until they deserve that from you. Wow, Jaguar. This is crazy. Okay, so I love this card so much so that it's tattooed here. This is about the unknown because it's not actually just a jaguar, it's actually a melanistic jaguar, which is a panther. Okay, the black is significant here. That's going into the unknown. That's trusting the universe. That is, not turning your back on this calling here. And I actually really love the eyes here. It's like, what are you doing? Who are you focused on and why? Okay, you need to be the center because um your goals and dreams are very important, okay, to the divine. The divine is like, do not set those down, okay? Don't set them down. Wow, the lower world here. Very, very interesting. Okay. 3133. So threes could be significant for you, but you see how we've got this person who's kind of like meditating on all of these psychedelic shapes. And here's this lower world. The lower world is shadow work. Okay, this is something I teach. I don't recommend that you do shadow work just kind of on your own. And this is about that heart of yours. Okay, so you could be doing some deep healing when it comes to your lower three chakras and the heart space and what has happened to that heart space. Okay, shadow work is ready now. Okay, so do not take that lightly. Okay, so smoky mirror, interesting. This was actually at the bottom of the deck of this one before I shuffled. Let's just see if it wants to come back out. Okay. It will if it wants. But yes, we started with this, but you didn't get to see that. Okay. Smoky mirror is about all of us being a divine mirror for one another, right? So if somebody exhibits behavior, kind of like I was talking about with that King of Wands, and it's like that spontaneity looks more like impulse, or, that blaze the trail looks more like control. There's something about having that example of somebody else doing it incorrectly that has made you feel as though if you take that action, if you blaze that trail, that you will also be seen in that light. And Spirit wants you to really focus on that, and do the shadow work around that as well. Okay. Spirit team message says bring balance here, the Andean cross. So this is somewhat of a medicine wheel as well. And we also saw the whirling rainbow, right? So there's like this four directions. There's four elements. There's four wands. Okay. So this is sort of that 11-11 energy of like everything in perfect balance, right? So bring balance to yourself. And again, with this hole in the center here, this cross in the center here, that is sort of what we're doing. We are focused on you and all parts of you. And with this being, look into the unseen parts of your inner self, inner child, um, things like this. It's like you're centering that hermit side, like the deeper parts of you that you would share with that other person, whoever that perfect other person is. What would be the story that you would want them to know about you? And how can you center that story right now without it being pillow talk, without it being, you know, needed to be with a partner? It's like bring the balance now to yourself, which I know is not the greatest advice that you're here to hear, but I understand. Because, we want that partnership, and we want, somebody to be there on that other side of the bed, and, somebody to be looking into all of this stuff with us, and we're looking into it for them. But until the balance is there and until they meet you halfway, they don't deserve that from you, because you'll end up in this lower world of theirs, doing their shadow work for them. But where's the reciprocity? That's huge here. So give that to yourself, okay? And in the future, we've got the hunter here and another bear. So two bears in the same position. Bears are about protection, okay? You wouldn't go into the woods ready to hunt without weapons. This is about, being as protective as you are impeccable with your aim, okay? And again, I'm getting that energy of that strength card with the girl having the infinity symbol over her head. There's something about your intuition. There's something about how you see the world and how you connect with source, because this brings us full circle to this unlimited vision, with the sorcerer leading us right to that. It's like when you come full circle on your healing journey, on your shadow work journey, you realize that all of this stuff that you've been through has given you tools, weapons of mass destruction, so to speak, for you to like blow things up. It's like we saw with the Devil Queen of Wands, like you are the goat. Okay. And everything that you've gone through, all of this stuff that you've seen in this shadow work type vibe has made you a literal sorcerer, a literal seer. You can look at somebody and tell what they are going through without having them say anything. Okay. So you're the hunter who hunts with the wisdom of a seer. And when we hear hunter, we hear of things like getting sustenance. And we see sustenance in tarot and oracle. It actually is, manifesting the things that we need. That's about material gain. Okay, lots of animals are coming through here. We've got the owl, and then we've got the coyote, which is interesting just on the split here. So the coyote is sort of a trickster, but it's also one that likes to have fun. This is an animal you're going to see play with its food, okay? So, or, they don't just go up to a chicken coop and kill one chicken. They have to kill all of the chickens, right? They're little pesky energy. But this is a big part of, I believe it's Navajo creation story when it came with the stars. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky because of, my skin is very white and I'm not a Navajo, obviously, but I know enough stories. And so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share that, but you can look up the coyote and the stars. Okay, so that trickster energy is not always bad, right? That's what I'm getting here with the King of Wands energy. Then we get the fire up there in Spirit Team messages. It's like just because someone in the past has been, killed all the chickens in the chicken coop does not mean that in the creation story, the coyote didn't have a place. Does that make sense? So, yeah, and the corn here is all about manifesting. It's prosperous, right? You plant corn and it just goes around forever and ever, and there's the circle again. It's like this prosperity comes full circle and it helps the world as a whole, right? Generations to come. And then we've got the owl here, which is about seeing through illusions and being able to see 360 degrees. So that's that sorcerer type energy. It's like you're using your past, your intellect, and your intuition together to plant seeds that last for generations to come. Okay, very good. Okay. The channel is open, guys. The channel is open. Okay, I'm really loving the energy here of that coyote. Being that trickster energy has a place. Okay, and I don't love the idea of trickster to express what I'm saying right now. It's the playful energy, being playful and maybe even like immature in a way, right? The coyote would be immature, would be a good word for him. Okay, so yes, if there's more, spirit will tell me. But okay, obviously that is important because I just went off on that tangent. Okay, so that meant something to somebody. Back to the center here. Yep, look at that, the center. Right there with the eye in the center here. So rising above the fray. This is that sun card energy that we were getting. Seeing above illusions. This is about the unknown. The owl is about illusions as well. There's something that you're seeing through. Okay. And again, it's making you stronger with this adaptability card. Okay. You're like literally turning into sort of this woodland fairy. Okay. Because of the things you've went through and because of how those things make you see. It's almost like being somewhat of a barfly, okay? And it's like girls in bar bathrooms. We all know, I mean, most of us who are female and have gone to a bar know what that looks like. It's the girls saying, "Oh my gosh, you look so amazing. Oh my gosh, you look so good." But if there is somebody in there crying, best believe we are all on the same page. She is surrounded now. She is supported now. There is no her going out there if that crazy ex-boyfriend is outside. Nope, there's a gang now, and whoever comes across her will deal with us. That is what I'm getting here as you go through this sort of healing journey of like what you've been through doing the shadow work. You will understand that it's spirit that has got you back, your back, and they're going to send you more and more solid evidence that you have got people in your corner and you've got people that have got your back, okay? So that's important. Okay, so in your mind though, stranger danger. Interesting. In your mind, okay, with the smoky mirror, it's like, okay, I can see that those things happen, but when I get a lot of people in my vicinity, it makes me uncomfortable, stranger danger. I would rather be dealing with just one person romantically than, a guardian angels, like an army of angels. So Spirit is saying, like, don't underestimate the people that we send to you. We could send you people who look like this lower world right here, but we're sending them to you to be this divine mirror so that you can learn that what did they do in that situation, right? What are their example that they are setting for you? Something like that. So there's something about like the people around you in your vicinity, okay? Wow, look at that. There's the love card again. Radical acceptance is what that one says. Opportunity. I'm telling you now, there is an opportune moment. Opportune moment. What are we creating, collective? 2-4. I think it was Scorpio that got like 2-4 on every card, which was wild. This one I'm seeing a lot of nines. 3-6-9. Okay, so 3-1-3-3, 9-9-9. 3-3. Anyways, I'll go crazy on numbers if you let me, so rein me in. All right, so opportune moment. Got it. Opportune moment, make the wish is what I'm getting here. Okay, make a wish and watch it be done is what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah. What did I just say? And there's another four too. So the Scorpio reading could be beneficial for you, especially if you have that resonance with the King of Cups and the one. That Scorpio reading was all about that. Okay. And it was a very cute energy. So let me know if you're connected to a Scorpio or if that just will resonate with you. Anyways, we're going to get into this net caster. Okay. It's literally like spirit saying, just throw the net out into the waters and just understand that we're going to send the fish to your net. Okay, that is this opportune moment, um, opportunity in as a whole here. And this goes right here with the hunter. So it's like you cast your net, we will send it to you. And there it is, that love there. 222. There's something about the past and your heart as a whole having gone through a lot of pain here. Fool's embrace, which is transmuting pain, and radical acceptance when it comes to love. So, whether that's the past or the present, it's like, okay, I can't open my heart up again because I have already seen what I needed to see, and I'm good on that. And Spirit is saying, this could have been very overwhelming for you. Because I'm getting with this card, like this is almost like tears, right? Like somebody did a number here and it was written in the contract. It was written in the contract. You've got a soul contract with somebody. Um, and again, it could be the one person, but so was the other. And let it be known as well. I don't know if I want this deck. When it comes to soul contracts, okay, it's possible for people to go against it. Okay, we all have free will, unfortunately, sometimes. Okay, because you could have a soul contract with somebody and they can not fulfill it. And you'll know that that's happened if you felt that soul connection and the soul contract, and then they separated from you and then they get karma. So if they are just like overridden with karma and you're overridden with sadness because they denied a connection or what have you, you could see them get a lot of karma for that. Okay. Back to the center. Let's see what this deck has to say. It's in your head. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Okay, so what I'm getting here is with like clearing the mind. Okay, I did say that with the tarot portion. We need to be of clear mind in order to make this sort of Seven of Cups make sense. So there's definitely something here about clearing the way forward. The Jaguars are very impeccable with their hunt. Okay, yeah, impeccability. There we go. It's like crashing through this window right at the opportune moment. Opportune moment. I didn't even mean that to do that to you guys, but like there it is. Opportune moment. Again, the key is within your grasp. This is doable. Okay, so there's something about holding on to the hope, and Spirit's really driving this home of like making your head clear so you can see what they want you to see. They're over here kind of like, it's right in front of you. Please, please, please just cast your net and pull it in. Please, please, please don't set this down. Please, please, please. Okay, like they're pleading with you for this energy here. It's very interesting, actually. This is your mission. This is your ideas manifesting material gain. Okay, so keep your head clear and your eyes open. And when it comes to your inner child, be very open to releasing things that are not serving this highest good, this highest mission. Okay, embrace oneness with the universe here. Again, that trusting that as soon as you open that window, right, you're going to have that key just sort of fall in your lap here. There's something about it just falling in your lap. Okay, you're going to feel like, when did this happen? When did I become this way? Yeah, there's the witch, another nine here. The magic you seek is inside of you already. I really love this card. And you see how she's centered around that heart space here? It's like, it's interesting because it's so like barren and dark, but I don't get like a melancholy vibe off of whatever this person is going through, right? It's like solemn and somber, but it's not sad. It's like that trope of like alone but never lonely. Okay, so Spirit wants you to somewhat embrace that. There's part of this journey that you need to be doing alone so that you can fulfill it to its highest capacity. Okay, and there's communication with the source. It's like, again, it's like this woodland creature. It's like you're not a normal person. You're not normal. And I think that, that King of Cups energy can see that, but they're not sure why you are so out of the ordinary, that Queen of Wands devil. I think people see you and they're like, that's intense. Okay, like that's a lot looking at you and you're like, what did I do now? You too? Like, what the heck? And it's this energy that you have. You have this ability to just like break through and catch a key at the opportune moment. And people are just in awe of you. They're like, what? And so there's people in this sort of shadow work stuff that have kind of tried to like dim your light. They've tried to sort of squander this opportunity that you have to just be so magnetic and the ideas that you have that just lead to so much prosperity, right? But all you need to do is seriously just show up and express yourself, show up and just be authentic, and things just fall into your lap, and it is making people mad. Okay. Make your dreams real. Another three. This is a 369 type energy here. And there's Hex, another number three. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. I'm telling you, I think this is that King of Wands. That's the energy that I'm getting. Oh, this was 3-2. Okay, anyways. 3 times 2 is 6, but anyways. And there's this key. Whatever you choose will be correct. That's what's got people so mad. They're like, what do you mean that the collective can just decide one thing or another and then the divine just opens up all these doors? What do you mean? Like they literally have got vertigo over it. They're just like dizzy. They're like, what do you mean? And then we've got make peace with your past. I'm telling you, it's really like this energy down here of just like the shadow work aspect. It doesn't feel like it's something that is like stopping you from reaching your heights. It really feels instead like it's something that as you tap into this heightens your power. This heightens the way that you show up here. And again, it's like, oh, we sent all of this energy their way. And if you guys are watching a lot of tarot, you'll see a lot of readers on here like they sent you a hex, they sent you this, they're cursing you, they don't like your light, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they send you that type of stuff and you turn it around and you're like, oh, look, a key to another door. You see all of that? Those are all different keys. Okay. So let them come. Okay. Because you're literally like this. You're like, okay, send some energy my way. I'm going to turn it into a key and I'm just going to catch it and be like, thank you. Thank you. And then you cultivate love here. Wow. Okay. We'll get one more deck here and then I will grab animals. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got another 6 here, 1 and 5, the one ring circus with the elephant here. So again, there's something about doing this life alone that's very scary to you. Okay, so you could be getting a lot of love readings. So I'm hoping that you're staying through this part. Okay, and not just exiting out as soon as the King of Cups and all of that lovely energy comes through. It's like we love that energy, but it needs to be solidified before we give it our attention. Does that make sense? Okay. So while we're waiting for that to unfold and whatever romantic interest, right, in all those different directions, that's this. This is like a perfect description of my readings as a whole because I do the tarot, which is this, and then the oracle is like this. Okay, so it's literally like the above the fray, right? Getting this bird's eye view from outside of being stuck in this little box. Okay, so it's like this is your past, this is the shadow work, this is the people, this is the mindset stuff. Okay, and we're getting above and out of that. Okay, so what do we need to see from the past here? Yeah, so as you heal yourself, you become more powerful here with the sacred pool. This is like going back to the center, And, the lower world is full of healing caves, is what we teach in shadow work, right? So it's like making peace with your past and making friends with your demons. It's not always about just like cursing and damning that energy from the past and saying you're not worth it to me. It's like, oh, thank you for giving me, this burning within me that has now turned me into this really beautiful forest creature that can manifest on demand. Okay. So again, there's something going on in your mindset here. We've got dry desert in your mind, a 3 and a 1. Okay, we've got 1, 4, 4, 7. We have an 8 and we have a 9 and then a 4 here. Sorry, like I said, I'll go crazy on the numbers. Anyways, and then we've got clean house. I'm telling you, there's something, and the one ring circus and then rescue. Okay, yeah. So this is a very specific story here. We'll start here. You're on fertile ground for this opportune moment to take away. Okay, like I've said in a previous reading, it's like there's a wheel on top of a mountain, and I've heard other tarot readers talk about this recently. You're on the top of a mountain and you're like pushing the wheel off the mountain. Okay, you're getting things going in some sort of notion here when it comes to your mission and what it is you're here to do or speak about or help people with. But you have this image of yourself here. Mind you, as well, before those two cards was this one, self-expression. There's something about expressing yourself that you get in your head about. Okay? When you see these divine mirrors and people come to support you, but it's a stranger danger because it reminds you of all of this past stuff that has happened where people have been in control or people have had authority or, something uncomfortable happened with another person. Right as I say that, with another person, there's something about the relationships here, 4 and 8. Okay, so there's something about the past relationships that have been sort of haunting you as well. You feel as though you were done wrong, perhaps. So when another person comes in to support you, even if that means being a divine mirror to push you into shadow work, right? You just see, well, maybe I shouldn't do that because I don't want to become that way. So spirits like, please don't let them get it twisted. We want this energy up and out because we don't want you to be doing this all by yourself and waiting for somebody to come through and rescue in the form of a romantic partner. Okay? We want you to be focused on what you can do with your education and style and protect yourself against all of these things and understand that you are more than capable of bringing balance to yourself and to this goal that you have in mind. Okay? Wow, spirit. Spirit's hitting us today. Okay, Spirit Team message says the passion, the spontaneity, and this Ace of Wands type energy is not innately bad, and it's not bad for you. The opportune moment is here. Bring balance to yourself and to your chakras and to your own auric field with source energy together. We've got a 1-7, and this is a 1-7 as well, so 2 8s. Okay, and again, there's this center of this circle. This is a clock this time, I believe. I don't know why it's pointing to 18. Interesting clock to have that many numbers. Never noticed that before. Anyway, we're going to go into this because this is like that circle. You are the center and it's iced over. Okay, the Ghostlands is about pausing time, right? Freeze time and get back to balance. That's the Spirit Team message for you, okay? Get back to balance because we need you back to focused on your goals and your mission through this sorcery energy that you have cultivated over the years from all the stuff that you've been through here. Yeah, you're like this divine creator here, the field of dreams, and we've also got the field of plenty. It really is sort of like, let me find it. I'll also go crazy trying to find cards I've already pulled. Okay, that's this field of plenty, field of dreams. It's literally like you have this immense amount of garden space, and the opportune moment is about planting seeds in this fertile ground here. And, the eggs hatching is also fertility as well. We've got the fairies, the magic. I mean, this is like when you finally do cast your net and you understand that nothing can get in your way here, Like nothing can come between you and your mission. This mountain, it's kind of giving Aladdin vibes, right? And what is that? Why? Because it's the cave of wonders. That's kind of like what you are. You're this cave of wonders. And here's these details here, and it's got the magnifying glass on the word clarity. Okay, another six here, and this is seven. So progressing, something about progressing, and I keep breaking it on this encouragement here. So, keep your loyalties close and find people who have got your back, but it doesn't have to be romantic here. We see one's big, one's small. It's like connection doesn't have to look only one way, okay? So you are this cave of wonders, and you've got all of this magic inside of this cave of wonders here. There's another compass or clock. So it's like you have the direction, you've got the opportune moment, you've got it all in the bag, like it's all ready to go. Okay, and so I think this is spirit coming here to say we're sending you some encouragement. So don't be looking at it as if that is stranger danger, okay? Metamorphosis and deep freeze. Yeah. So there's, it's like this is the fight that goes on within your head. Okay. It's like, do I stop and wait a minute and not do anything, not move? There's that lion, right? Hmm. There's that lion. Hold on. That's another message. The lion was in the strength card, and it was in the King of Wands card. We've got water here. Not everything is frozen. Metamorphosis is about breaking out of one's shell, going through big transformative notions, right? On purpose, whether it's the divine or you that, you know, solidifies the notion. It's time to move, it's time to break free, it's time to do this, right? There's so much of it that's up to you. And it's almost like spirit, right? The lion is spirit in this strength card. It's like spirit is confused. It's like they're looking at you and being like, are you ready for this? Is it time? Is it go time? Is it ready? Right? It's like, interesting. When do we break free? Yep. And this is why, because there's been a lot of sadness and heartbreak here. This is that heartbreak, and there's your intentions. There's this mirroring going on here. Like if things go sour romantically, if things go sour with authority figures or what have you, there's this energy here. And spirit is like, whenever you're ready, we're sitting on this egg for you, being that it's, your mission, right? Your divine purpose. We're sitting here, we're waiting, and you're like, give me another minute. Just a little longer, and then I'll follow you to the ends of the earth on the yellow brick road. So spirit's like, okay, can you get healed yet? 11. Spirit is like kind of waiting here. Yeah. And then we've got goblins. Goblins is about fear. Okay. And again, another nod to sort of like that lower world, right? So it's like your pain and your heart hurt is putting all of this intention and opportune moment on hold. And if you're not careful, you may get lost in this sort of fear mindset here. And we've got the fox with a raccoon. The raccoons are about generosity. So this is spirit and this is you. And you're like wanting to be healed. But again, it's almost like there's this want to be healed by the one. Okay, which we do understand. Um, but everyone has free will. Okay, let's get some animals and we'll call it good. I'm trying to like keep all of these cards so I can do this short. Okay, so there will be a short up on the channel that summarizes, and hopefully that's how you found me in here. So if you haven't yet, please like the videos. We'll get some more animals, and then I'll get to the rest of the zodiacs. I think I'm doing earth signs today. So let me know your sign as well. Okay, so protect, and then we've got rebirth. Yeah, again, this is the metamorphosis, and this is that intention card. Same message here. Metamorphosis / change. And there's the, hold on, gotta find the exact card, guys. Okay, so we're protecting and healing you so that you can break free and birth birth out of this moment here. Yeah, it's like they're waiting for you to be ready for the momentum. That's what I'm getting. You need to be ready for the momentum. Okay, that's the energy of like things are going to be taking off quickly. There's reveal and wisdom. Yeah. So this is that nod to that Four of Cups where I was saying um there's so many different paths. There's a many paths ahead of you and some of them are unseen. That was right here. It's like as soon as you get out of this mindset funk or this, need to heal or be upset with your past, there it is, mysterious reveal of a path. Yeah, but it's time to look at your past with wisdom here and get rid of the things that do not serve you. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's about peace. It's about clearing your mind. It's about having a clear mind so that you can see what the next step is. Yeah, there's no doubt that you're determined here. I think that there is a part of you that understands that you will not stop this calling. It's the wheel again. The wheel is on top of the mountain. I pushed it off the mountain. I'm determined to make sure that I see it through. Okay, and so Spirit is saying, yeah, secret. There's that key again. Okay, Spirit's like, okay, perhaps there's more work to be done here, but again, we've got this collaboration. It's like, here's the deal. Spirit's like, here's the deal. We are going to bring you people to help heal you, to help speed this process along, or to help collaborate on this mission as a whole. And so Spirit is feeling like there's a little bit of stubbornness here coming from perhaps your side. Right, because we've got family disguise heal, and there's our lion again. So Spirit is saying, have courage to look at perhaps this family dynamic or this past relationship dynamic, and you have to look at it from a place of being a witness. Okay, the disguise is about, again, getting up and out of it. We're not in the spiral, we're not inside of the trauma anymore. Okay, so this is that bird's eye view, and sometimes you just have to, this is like grin and bear it. This is like being in disguise. It's like putting on a happy face, okay? So they don't want you to be in this energy forever. Once you heal it, you're up and out of this spiral. You see how the chameleon is part of the spiral here. The frog is getting up and out of it, and he's about to leap out. Okay, so a lot to be let go of here, and there's communication that's needed, perhaps with you and your mission. That's what's most important here, is that you have a good time while you're doing this. You see how the monkey is not upset about being in this spiral. Okay, the spiral is like, the mindset spiral. And we've got this tree here, and the tail is in the tree. That means that he's grounded in solid ground. Okay, yeah, grounded in solid ground. Definitely makes sense, but you get it. So even if you have to go back into this sort of spiral, you're not going to feel as though you're losing yourself, okay? And that's that playful energy that I was getting from the coyote. And that comes down to your peace, okay? Be playful when it comes to getting your peaceful wish fulfillment here. Again, it's like that strength card with the lion. You don't have to have chains and control over things like this cunning mask, right, that people wear. Instead, you're just at peace and at one with the universe here, and you're getting everything that you've ever wanted. Okay, that sounds like a big promise, Spirit. Okay. I don't know why they would tell me that to say that. Like, that sounds like a lot, but Spirit said it. It's like slowly but surely, okay? Like, slow and steady wins the race here is kind of what I'm getting. And I think it was Cancer who got that message, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Okay. They're like, Nope, say it with your chest. They're going to get a victory here. They're going to see it all come to fruition. It's just a matter of fear right now that's holding us back, and it's something to do with this mindset stuff. All right, loves. So please do drop a like before you head out. I would love for you to check out the playlist. Every sign has their own playlist in here. I will catch you guys on the next one, and happy 10/10.